Welcome everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. This is Momo Rants. I am here, and I'm here to talk about: is the Washington football team going to have a great offseason? Are they going to have the greatest offseason in Washington football team history? Or are we going to do the same thing we did last year? Get a bunch of non players who don't fit the mold of this team, who don't fit at all. Can we get some younger talent, some better talent? We probably gonna have over $100 million in talent. I mean money. And do we invest that money in players that can help? Not a bunch of older folks in their late 30s, mid 30s. It's like that. Somebody maybe 27, 20, between age of 27 and 30, doing what we need to do. Is Dan Quinn going to be fired this offseason? Is the offensive coordinator going to get another job somewhere else? I say no to the offensive coordinator. He's not leaving. Dan Quinn is not leaving. So we stuck with what we got. Idea is the defensive coordinator still be in Washington? No, I think he's gone. If moving parts, a lot of the players are not going. A lot of players on the defense is not going to be here. Hopefully, um, is Tunsil going to be here? Don't think so. So we need a better outlook, a better team, and have this team being what I thought they was going to be this season. One more game left. I don't care if we win or lose. So I'm not like most Washington football content creators. They go out there and boast and say and be meticulous, naming the players. You ain't gonna find that in me. Comics will shock the world next season. The comics, oh my God. What's up, Nod? 5X. So I think this off season is going to be a productive season. I believe the off season is going to be the best season we're going to have because we coming back and beat on boys because the Dallas Cowboys stole that name. DC does not stand for Dallas Cowboys. That stands for District of Columbia. So they still, yeah, JD will bounce back. No, I agree with you. So all these fans out here hating on my team, stuff like that, and you get there, you got the Eagles thinking they gonna win a Super Bowl. Oh my God! All these Eagles content creators are driving me insane. But can Robert can Robert Griffin just shut the fuck up? Stop talking about JD5. I wish he would take your non-committal middle and shove it up your left nostril because no one wants to hear you talking about a team that you destroyed, that you personally destroyed because you was kissing the owner's ass and you and your wife. So I don't want to hear shit from that mother effer about the Washington team. You was a member of the Washington football team, but you refused to slide. And I can't stand that shit. Stop talking about my team when you wasn't even part of the team because you chased the the team away, the players away, and you poisoned that locker room. Nobody wanted to play with you. So, Robert Griffin, let's shut up. Getting back, meanwhile, back on the home front, I believe Washington's going to have possibly an epic offseason. We're going to do what we need to do. Those who came in, hit that like button, stuff like that. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you got a friend, a family, anybody, a cousin, a nephew, a gamer friend, and stuff like that. Here's a side note. My friend of mine's wanted me to go see Avatar. Sorry, James Cameron. I'll never see that movie. Everybody wants to see how it's just beautiful and all that. You lost me. You lost me. You lost me when you didn't make the second one on a timely basis. It took you too long. Oh, thank you, Randy. We will be that one who be better and better and better. We will come back stronger than ever. Mm. Hey Momo, hit the likes in here. Well, what's up, Chris? I appreciate everybody coming in here. Everybody, let's come on in. I believe Washington football team gonna have a great off season. We gonna get rid of these old men on the team. Dan Quinn is gonna have to do something better because we we will return. And Jayden Daniels learn from his mistakes, and he's going to learn better. The offensive coordinators will be back. Dan Quinn will be back. DC coordinator probably won't be there. Get somebody on defense to cover. Get some linebackers to cover. Get some secondary men, safety, defensive backs. Get some offensive linemen that can block for Jayden Daniels. So Jayden Daniels is going to be better. He's going to be much improved, and the league will be once again afraid of the young man. I believe this. I strongly believe this. Eagles fans, y'all going to be getting knocked out in the first round. All depends who y'all play. If I got to play Tampa Bay or Carolina, especially I play Carolina, y'all can beat Carolina. There's no question I could beat them. Of course, it's a rebuild. Big Dunk. It's definitely a rebuild. Shit, if you're a Cowboy fan, they rebuilding. The Eagles can't keep winning. Y'all can't winning. If you're an Eagle fan, you think, oh, we gonna keep winning, keep winning. No, you're not. You're not going to the Super Bowl. I'm just sorry to say that. No Eagle fan should expect that. Now, if y'all want to be disappointed and have tears sliding down your face and in your tear ducts, go right ahead if you believe that. Sounds like the Eagles got to do some soul searching this off season. What is Jalen Hurts? Is he a running quarterback? Is he a passer? Or is he just a person who dumps the ball or throw the ball long for long yardage, but never is he gonna be a timing quarterback where he sits in the pocket, do a 3-step drop, and throw the ball where the man should be? I don't think so, because that's not his thing. Let me read some of his comment. One day I will have you guys on my channel. You'll be okay, Momo, and cry birds cry. I'm fine coming on your channel. Just send me an invite. So just send me an invite and stuff like that. Um, you know, if anybody want to contact me, my email is I'm gonna type it in, and I know I'm gonna get some nasty letters, but I'm welcome to people coming here and sending me nasty stuff because they do it all the time. People love to hate. Okay, Chris. Okay, Commanders aren't even aren't either. We gonna do what we need to do. Let me type in my email address, and anybody can email me. What in the world? As long as Jalen Hurts is NFC East change out is not saying no NFC Championship game. Remember that Momo. Oh, we coming. Oh, we coming. We coming for that ass. We coming for that ass. Don't worry, Eagle fan. For sure, I'm getting my Zoom, everything going, building a studio. And okay. So that's my email, and I appreciate y'all and stuff like that. You know, if that's someone want to email me, that's an old email. So do that. I'm quite sure I'll get some people bitching and complaining and saying all kinds. Jane Down is a one hit wonder. No, he is not. Momo, your team has a lot to work on on in regards for that. This these are these are long seasons. I agree with you, but I think we can be respectable next year. I think we can do better than we did like this year. It can't get any worse. Dan Quinn can f this up no worse than it can. Um, so um, Linda, I don't. Linda, do you want to be? Because I like you have great input. Do you want to be a moderator? Moderator? If you want to be a moderator, Linda, I can make you one, and I appreciate that if you want to be one. If not, I understand. So I mentioned Robert Griffin earlier, and I think a lot of people think Jaden Daniels is Robert Griffin. He went through a sophomore slump almost. I hear you. Sure, I will be a moderator, and I will be fair. Okay, okay, I'll just put you down. Okay, okay, I got you. Um, that's right. Sure, I will be a moderator, and I will be fair. He went through a sophomore slump, Momo. I don't believe in sophomore slumps. I really don't. I don't believe in it. That's like having a bad. That's like somebody going on. Hey, in the game, somebody can miss 7 passes in a row. Is that a slump? He's inconsistent and he hasn't thrown a touchdown in 2 quarters. Is that a slump? So how so what is really a slump? Can we? That's the real question we need to ask. What's really a slump? Hmm. Let's go back when they call it a sophomore slump. Let's talk about it. Not a slump, more like a learning experience. I will agree with that term, Chris. Okay, let's go to question. When a quarterback in his third year doesn't play yet, let's talk about players who are top notch and they was in their 7th year or the 10th year of their career. Was there a slump? Was that a slump when they wasn't throwing for all those yards or they wasn't throwing for touchdowns? Was that a slump? Y'all got to make up your mind. What is a slump? Because a slump can happen on your 3rd year, your first year, or your 10th year. So, what really is a slump? I'm just asking a question. Again, my Washington football team will be back. And like I said before, Dallas Cowboy fans, stop calling yourself DC. You're not. You stole the name. Y'all stole the name of District Columbia. Now y'all call yourself DC. Stop saying that. And content creators, stop saying that. I'm just saying. So I think next year will be better. I think Lynn Cardinals understand that the fan base is calling for other fruits. here, but do you see any further improvement from your perspective in the movement of ownership or management? I don't. I'm gonna tell you this about Everflux, and all Cowboy fans could get mad. I hear content creators at the content creator say he's gone. Jerry just said something the other day. Or was it yesterday? Or was it today? Saying about I heard him say, "Hey, it takes a whole team. It wasn't just Everflu's fault." Jerry is not. Jerry just mentioned this. He gave Everflus out. I keep telling y'all guys, he's not leaving on the first year. Jerry, get that bird every time they show Everflus on my team. On my team, Linda, walking up from a long nap. Cece, what's up? Y'all hit that like button. I got 11 people in here. You know, I don't get a lot of people in here like that. And those who come in here just hit that like button and stuff like that. If you haven't subscribed, do so. But here's the thing. Everflus is not leaving. He's not firing him. He makes no adjustment to try and win. But he and his linebackers stink. Well, before that, your linebackers stink. So what are you talking about? Y'all had defensive coordinator. No, when Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator, your linebackers stink then too. So what is y'all talking about? We can't complain to Jerry, but he lives off being right when everybody thinks he's wrong. I'm just trying to figure out this shit. Y'all want Everflus gone. Jerry is not letting him go. I don't see any. Jerry's like this. If he does something wrong and he hires somebody wrong, it's hard for him to say, "Hey, it's my bad. I shouldn't have hired him." No, he's gonna stand face. He said he's gonna give the guy another opportunity to do well. Why should Dallas management get accountability on that hire? Jerry and the crew hire him. He was brought in front a 3-win season team. Insane. Yes, I agree with you, Lind. I agree with you 100%. But here's my thing about the whole Jerry Jones. Let's talk about culture in any sport or any team. Most cultures get changed by the coach management. Baseball, they have managers that change culture. Basketball, they have coaches, GMs, what have you. And for the Dallas Cowboys, the culture ain't the coach. Y'all content creators out here, if y'all hearing me and listening to me, the culture is not the coach. It's Jerry freaking Jones. He's the culture. He decides who's going to be hired. He decides who's going to get paid. He's the one who sit up there and do press conference after the game for the coaches even before the coaches even dress the team. He's the one on getting a weekly radio show as an owner. He is the culture. Stop saying he's the Everflus is changing the culture. All you content creators, if you hear this is facts. He is not Everflus or Schottenhammer cannot change the culture unless Jerry allowed them to change the culture. Players are still going to Jerry's office, but they got a problem with the head coach. They run up there to say, I'm quite sure Diggs ran up there and say, hey, man, I ain't been treated right. They doing me wrong. I know I wasn't on that flight. And Jerry probably got tired of it. They let him go. You will get nothing for him? That's kind of dumb. Y'all knew about this situation where he was doing all year long, but y'all decided not to do anything about it. Jerry Jones is the culture. Meanwhile, back in Landover, Maryland, the Washington football team, culture has changed. The Washington football team is going to be better next year what they was this year. Everybody know Dallas has to get coaches and management in there who love the game. Profits, profits are nice, but Super Bowls are better. Absolutely. Everybody in here hitting hit that like button. If they tell Jerry no, he sends them off to the Bermuda Triangle and never heard from again. Here's the thing: culture is based on every league and every team has some type of culture. But when you have one guy who is the head of the culture vulture, that's Jerry. He's the culture vulture because he wants all the attention and all the rewards. He wanted all, hey, congratulate me. I've done this. I created this. I created this monster of a football team. I'm the one who did this for the one Super Bowls. It wasn't this guy. It was me. I created these players. I signed Herschel Walker. I did this. So the culture is Jerry. So stop saying that Schottenheimer going to change it. He can't change nothing unless Jerry allows him. Players are still going up to him complaining, but they ain't getting them enough time. So what shall you do? Just deal with it. That's what Cowboy fans had done over the last 30 seasons, and they'll continue to be a sorry piece of ass. That's what the Cowboys are. I just believe the Eagles gonna lose. All depends who they play in the first round. I don't think Eagles go to Super Bowl. I get it. You got a lot of gung-ho Eagles fans and content creators believe that. But Washington next year will be better, and we will win the division. I believe that in all my heart. Okay, I'm just say they have definitely done better this year in the offseason, but I don't trust Jerry with 2 picks in the first round. They done better. Jerry does this every 3 years. He'll get a draft choice, get some Jerry will go and he'll get some players to come in. Every 2 to 3 years, he'll bring some players in. They look good, sounds good. It's like bulletin material. Looks good. Bravo, you get some players. Here's the thing. When y'all got that defense, that linebacker from the Cincinnati Bengals, his name escapes me now. When y'all got him, when they first got him, although Cowboy Nation was saying how great he was. Oh, he's gonna make changes. He leads them in tackles. Hold up, because he's a bad. That doesn't mean anything. He came there because. So you got a linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals who had just as a bad a defense as y'all. Y'all think that was going to change anything? It didn't change anything. They went and got somebody who was just as bad at Kenneth Murray. He was just as bad. Couldn't read defenses, couldn't tackle. If he does tackle, fine. But like that. This is what Jerry does. He gets players that's average to below average. There's nothing going to change. And here's the bigger thing. Until the Dallas Cowboys ownership decide, hey, we can't play three or four games within 18 days. So they stop doing that in December. That's why December is a bad month for the Cowboys, because they burned out. They played too many games in a short period of time, and then all of a sudden, they're exhausted. They did better this year. They won 2 games. But then all of a sudden, that takes, when you play that many games in a short period of time, football is not made to play four games in 21 days. Football is it's not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. Until fans realize that the human body cannot play football that close together, that many games together, that's crazy for anybody to believe that. Dallas just reminds me of a Ferrari with missing parts every year. waiting to see what falls apart, what falls apart first, and and finds out you can't fix it before December. That must be exhilarating as a fan, excruciating as a fan. How's everyone? How you doing, Logan? How you doing, Logan? Hit that like button. I appreciate you in here, Logan. Will Logan Wilson was a great pickup in this season. He's a great cover linebacker with his. He don't. He's horrible in cup. Oh, you think he's Linda? He's not that great of a cover guy. He's a liability on the defense. They push him back as a linebacker. Why would Cincinnati get rid of him? You got to ask your question. If you're a bad team and you have a bad defense, one like that. So I look at Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner gets a lot of tackles. He get a lot of tackles, but Bobby Wagner can't cover the run. Can't do the run. Can't cover a pass because he's too slow and too old. Howdy, Momo. It's Wilkes Country Boy. Hey, what's up? What's up, Wilkes Country Boy? Thanks for coming in. Hit that like button. You're a Cowboy fan. I feel bad for you because the culture still ain't going to change. Schottenheimer hasn't done anything. Meanwhile, back in Washington has changed the culture, and we will be better back next year. Jaden Daniels will be better. I'm looking for this offseason to be one of the greatest offseason for Washington football history because we will do a lot of things that we. No, you don't. No, you don't. He can't cover the pass. Bobby Wagner on my team. Okay, I get it. I like him. He's a tackle machine, but he can't cover the pass. What's up, Momo? Happy New Year. I see those subs climbing. Keep grinding. Fly, Eagles, fly. Well, go Birds, go 59. I don't think they'll be flying too much longer. I think they're going to be clipped, burned, and smothered or with gravy and pork chop because that bird is going to get cooked. I really believe that. I really believe that shit because I don't know. Do you really trust Jalen Hurts? Eagles fan, do you really trust Jalen Hurts? That's what you got to ask yourself. I trust my quarterback, but I don't believe like that. Haters say one and done. I say bullcrap. Okay. What's up, chat? Okay. So Washington got all this money coming in. Dan Quinn can't screw this up. He can't screw this up and get some more older players. Get market value of the players going to be free agency out here. We got some offensive linemen we could get, some defensive linemen, maybe a safety, but like that. We can't do no trades and stuff. We don't trust any individual player. We trust our team, management, and ownership. That's all that counts. For now. So I'm just saying in general is that we need to do better, do much better as my team. We need to pick up some players in the when free agency drops off. So it's like that. We need that. Jaden has that clutch gone in big games, Momo. Don't count him out. He finds a way. Jalen Hurts is an average and below average quarterback, guys. He's average. The league is full of average and below average quarterback that we made great. The rules they have put in place have made average and below average quarterback great. Tom Brady is an average quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. Wasn't for the rules, Tom Brady wouldn't be as great as he is because the rules dictate what he can do. When you tell me when I sack a quarterback and I put my body weight as I'm sacking him, that's a penalty. That's BS. The rules I've been saying this all year, and some people, some content creators don't like me saying it. Because I say it all over again. The rules has dictate what a penalty is, what receivers. You can't touch a receiver down the field. You can't touch this. You can't touch the quarterback. You can't hit the quarterback below the knees. You can't hit him near the face. Now, no incidental contact. It's always going to be a penalty. They protect the quarterback like he's Jesus or something. We need to stop. We have to be honest. Tom Brady is what is and continue in my eyes always going to be an average quarterback because the rules made him great. There's no ands or buts about it. If I can't touch you in the pocket and I can't have, and then I can't make you feel when I go in there and hit you, I cannot, and I gotta slow up because I can't take 2 steps and make you feel that pressure every time you go back in the pass. I'm going to tag you or hit you and make you feel like, hey, I just came here. I didn't sack you. I'm going to hit you. Allow them to have some physical contact with football. Football ain't tag. This is a physical game. Okay, what are y'all saying? What Momo? Tom Brady is the GOAT. He wants to. It doesn't matter. Oh, see, you're missing my point, Logan. I'm saying the rules made him win those Super Bowls. Those Super Bowls are made by the rules. They put a heck. I lost connection, but I'm back. Now, Momo. Okay, look, boy. Yes, Goldberg. Jaden has proven to be could win a big game. You can't say that about Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels in his second year. Move on. Call Jalen average, midst thing, whatever you feel like for history. His legacy will add Super Bowl MVP and Labate winners to the end of opinionated censuses. I get it. I get what you said, Momo. Y'all are 2 or 3 years away. Probably, hopefully we 2 or 3 years away. Momo, you just make me speechless. I know. I say things like, Logan, what's up, bud? Not much. Okay. The rules didn't read those defense on those passes. Dude, are you understanding Goldberg's Goal 59? If you got a rule in place and I cannot touch the quarterback when I get pressure and make him feel like hey, he's going to hit me again, and I won't be afraid of the hit, or the wide receiver go across the middle, and he don't have no fear in the world about getting hit. It's the rules say you cannot. They call these players, these wide receivers, defenseless receivers. They are not defensive receivers. So the rules had a lot to do with players catching the ball and just going across the middle. It was years ago when you couldn't cross the middle. It was like that. You had to have your head on the swivel. So all what you're saying and what I'm saying is 2 different things. Yes, Brady is the GOAT. Best ever been as. No, he is not the GOAT. He is an average quarterback that the rules may be good. How many times if you fear something, if I go back there and throw the ball, and I had to throw the ball, and I hit you every time you throw the ball, I'm going to be timid and I'm going to shoot on the ball. That's what football is about, putting pressure on the quarterback and you feel that pressure. But when I got to slow up because I feel like they're going to penalize me, and mind you, when they penalize you, they take a check at you at the end of the week. They fine you $30,000, $40,000 off the person's check. So the quarterback position has been tainted, meaning that there's no fear for the quarterback because he knows he's going to get a penalty. Hey, he touched me. They're all saying, when you say Jalen Hurts did he sting with that pass in the side of the dive to A.J. Brown against the Bills on sideline? Go look at that tape. I seen the tape. Our mouse couldn't fit it through better. Sometimes people get lucky. Who's the lead quarterback? I think Josh Johnson's a better quarterback. I think Josh Johnson, he takes a lot of hits. I think Mahomes is really good. Hey, Mo, I'd take that average any day. I know y'all would. Brady, I know y'all still believe in that bullshit that Brady is the GOAT. I'm just saying, if you put the rules back where they was at, And then I gotta when they go and try to sack a quarterback, or he throws the ball and he takes an extra step and he hits the quarterback. That's a they throw a flag. Come on now, Momo. Have you lost your mind about Brady? No. What are you smoking? Do you understand what I said? Y'all don't get what I said. What's going on, Momo? What's up, Mouse Murph? All I am saying, guys, is that the rules they got in place, the quarterback has no fear of getting hit. When a quarterback has no fear of getting hit, he can throw the ball, sling the ball any way he wants. And it's the same thing with the wide receivers. If I'm a wide receiver, I love this era. Hey, I could go across the middle. I have no fear going across the middle because if they hit me, it's going to be a fine for that player and it's going to be a penalty. Y'all know that. I heard Brady a GOAT because he submitted it with y'all because of the Super Bowl, because of the rules, he won those Super Bowls. He wouldn't want. Do you think Brady could play in the early 1990s? And when they had those rules in place? No, he couldn't. So Momo was Ty Detler elite? No, because they was getting hit. Who hit Momo in the head? Nobody hit me in the head. I'm just telling the truth, and y'all don't want to face it. The rules has a lot to do with a quarterback throwing the ball. If a quarterback don't fear getting hit, that's what Tom Brady don't get hit. He has never got really hit because they say, hey, if you hit him like that, remember, they won't say the rule, but here's the rule. It's a rule. When Tom Brady got injured that year, and he got injured that year, the following in the offseason, they made a rule. We all know it's the Tom Brady rule. You cannot hit the quarterback below his knees. That's the Tom Brady rule. So a quarterback can't get hit below the knees. They can't hit it up top. You can't put your body weight when you sack a quarterback. You tell me that ain't a way for players today or quarterbacks today to have it easy. I said it best. If you ain't throwing 250 yards in the game as a quarterback, you not in this league, you are horrible. Because in this league, you should be able to throw over 250 yards based on the rules they got in place. Y'all know I'm right about this shit. Someone then do some water on Momo. Wake him up. I'm wide awake. When you say name the quarterback that let that team win the Super Bowl on another team's right when he left. I'm just saying Tom Brady is not the GOAT. He is not the greatest of all time. If you want to be asking, if you going to twist my arm, Mobo, you too young to be getting all timers. I'm not all time. I'm just telling the truth. But I feel like comparing errors is unfair. I'm not comparing no errors. I'm saying the rules in place is in place. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Momo, do you think Michael Jordan is that? No, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the greatest ball player because he had to deal with a whole lot of stuff better. Brady didn't have to nobody get physical with Brady. They don't get physical. Brady never had to deal with physical, somebody hitting him, constantly hitting him, coming like that. So like that. You have when you get to the quarterback and he releases the ball, they don't allow you one step. It should be 2 steps or 3 steps. You should allow to hit the quarterback or bump him, but not you ain't got to tear him apart, body slam or power drive him. But you should allow them to do what they do. Who is a great Joe Montana? Joe Montana, I can name him. Joe Montana is one of the GOATs in my life. Who's the other one? I can name several more. I'm just at the top of my head. Dan Marino is one. The guy who played for the San Diego Chargers, Jim Fouts. He's another one. I could go on and on. Brady is not better than those quarterbacks because they took a beating. Brady is not taking no beating because the rules has stopped you from hitting quarterbacks. Stop it with this mess. So how the heck You call MJ the GOAT, but Brady, because Michael Jordan took the punishment. Michael Jordan took them when the NBA was good and they were getting physical, knocking people down, and all this other stuff. Yeah, I know I'm right. You may have your opinion, Mo, but you can't argue facts. I'm not arguing the fact that he won 7 Super Bowl. I said he won those 7 Super Bowl because the rules put in place allowed him to throw the ball. He just took advantage of the rules and he did his best. I like that. He did what he's supposed to do. He was Mr. Check Down Charlie and stuff like that. So the rules put in place had Tom Brady win Super Bowls because you could not hit wide receivers or quarterbacks. Wide receivers are protected. The offense get the better of the rules. The defense suffers from the rules. Let's don't get it twisted. I don't like Brady, but I respect him. I understand that you getting too much sun on your ball head, homo. I'm making you talk bullshit. I'm just telling the truth. As a Theismann elite, I don't consider Theismann a Hall of Famer. I think Theismann was above average quarterback. You think I think Theismann was? Don't you think Joe? You think I'm gonna call Joe Theismann? Joe Theismann was not the best Washington football quarterback. The best for me in my lifetime, since I know it was only 2 people. It was Sonny Jurgensen and damn, can't think of what's his name. And I can't think of him. How about Troy? Was he a GOAT? Absolutely. Troy took a beating. That's why Troy had to leave football because football was football. Troy Aikman was a very good quarterback. Of course, he's gonna be unanimous because don't give you some my man Momo. What's good, fam? Well, ain't nothing. This chilling. Doug Williams. What's up, Mouse? Hey, Marcus. I mean, Doug Williams is another one. Washington, yes, Doug Williams beat them. Thanks. Doug Williams was good. All I'm saying that I only give 2 Washington quarterbacks at this time. Jaden Daniels haven't reached that status for me yet, but it's early in the progress. We'll see how it goes in the next 4 or 5 years. But the rules in place has a lot to do with anybody like that. You tell me, is this fair when they will put a rule in that says that when you sack a quarterback, you can't put your body weight on top of him? How's that possible? You tell me you want a man going so many miles per hour trying to get to the quarterback. He's supposed to slow down his momentum and full momentum speed, and then you expect him not to put come on. I have to wear it down in Cabo from the couch. I'm just being honest. I could see Jan become a really good quarterback. He just needs to play healthy. Yeah. I mean, here's my thing about running quarterbacks. I'm not the biggest fans of running quarterbacks, what we hear. But Jaden Daniels is a pass first, then running quarterback because he can throw the ball in the pocket. Sorry ass Robert Griffin couldn't throw the ball in the pocket. So he has proven he can throw the ball in the pocket. He doesn't need the fucking blocking. I'm chilling hard on the couch, and soon you'll be here to join me. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. As Mark was saying. So I'm just saying to y'all guys is that Washington will be back next year. I'm no offense, Eagles fans. I am hoping and cheering when the Eagles play their first playoff game, they lose. I hope they lose. I hope they lose so much because I'm just tired of these content creators and the fans of these content creators get on my nerves. Um, so when I open it, when I do open it up for people to come in and stuff like that, and talk to me and jump on my ass and what have you, I'm going to open it up. But the one thing I'm going to do, I will not allow the N word to be used at all because I just think that's wrong morally, and I don't hang around people who talk that way. If you got to use that word all the time, you can't have. That means you can't hold a conversation with another human being. So on my channel, I will never you have people use the N word. You have to go on somebody else's channel to do that, but I will never, never, ever have the N word because I will open it up where people could come in here and talk to me and state their opinions and stuff like that, and we can have a healthy conversation. Um, but on other channels, they do that, not on mine. I will not allow you to say that on here. I don't. I really don't want to do that because I want everybody to be respectful for each other. You know, we might have a difference of opinion on teams and love for teams, but for me, when I hear that on other channels, this ain't the street. You got to be respectful for those who come in here. Mark's here in Philly, we don't know nothing about no beer up here. Okay. Commanders are not doing nothing. The Commanders are going to be in last place next season. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. That's your opinion. I agree, Momo. Keep it classy. Yeah, I mean, Marks, I will go to a fat Tom Collins old man drink. Okay. For real, for real. Okay, I got you. So so does it, I want to know of the Eagles fan, you think anybody think the Eagles going to win? Because you got 49ers fan here. You got I don't know if you got any Washington fans. I'm probably the only Washington fan on this chat right now. By the way, everybody hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you hit that like button, you're new to the channel. So please subscribe. Um, I agree with you on that, Momo. 5 playoff berth, 2 Super Bowls, 7 years. I couldn't get used to the shout out to Howard Rosen. Okay. I remember many years ago there was another team called the Washington Redskins. I hate saying the last name. Um, he was doing the same thing Howie Roseman was doing. He was a GM. He was making moves, getting players and stuff like that. All of a sudden, that died, and I think Eagle fans, you need to enjoy it now because it will quickly go away. When y'all get a chance, hit that line button, please. Ooh. So followed by a toothy grin, alcohol with Coke and a Pepsi and Pepsi two to knock my ass out. Okay. Eagles fan need to be humble themselves because I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with this Eagles offense. I think offense and this Eagles team. I believe the defense is supreme, but I do believe they should lost a lot more games than they won. They kind of did. Winning is a culture here in Philadelphia. Pay attention to what happened in the off season, Momo. Real close. Your owner seems to be falling. Oh, absolutely, I believe that. I could concur with you, Linda. I could concur with you, but we'll see because we have to scale back and do one. Can't add kidding. So I agree with you on that. Exactly, mobile. Their offense is not a championship offense, and I'm pretty soon they'll be exposed by a real team. I think they already been exposed by a real team. They just luck up and win. They kind of remind me what was going on last year with the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs was barely winning games, and they were just squeaking by, squeaking by. Who's the real team? I don't know who's the real team, but I know next year I'm expecting us to be better, better, and better. And Jaden, whatever he got going on, he's going to come back with a vengeance. You can muffle that humble crap. Nobody hollers louder when they win than a Dallas Cowboy fan. Hey, Linda, when you're right, you're right. I can't knock that. I just want to say to Cowboy fans, what really is disturbing and has always been disturbing about Cowboy fans for the last 30 seasons, when y'all start losing and then y'all win one game or y'all win two in a row, yeah, I think y'all going to the Super Bowl. Huh? Really? Really? Y'all win one game and then you got, hey, that's my buddy. And everybody says, some people say I kiss his ass, which I don't. Mark is the main one. Mark and all these content creators say, cowboy content creators, they go and say, hey, here we go. No, here we don't, because y'all worse than getting plasma. You know how people get plasma for blood, and they get it and they get the money, but they don't realize it's consequences when you get that money for plasma blood. When you go to a plasma center and get money, and you get about $100. Wow, they are making more money off the blood you give. That's the Cowboys. They suck the Cowboy fans dry, and you thinking that you going to the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, your team is not equipped to winning long extended games because they're a bad football team. So Cowboy fans, y'all always talk about when you're winning and you're winning one game, y'all thought you're going to go to the Super Bowl or we gonna win the division. And then Cowboy fans always say, and content creators do it too. I'm never saying that they was gonna go to the playoffs or win the division. I never said they was going to the Super Bowl. You always give some damn excuse. Don't know where you've been for the past 8 years, but Eagles have 2 Super Bowls in the past 7 years and haven't missed playoffs 5 years running. Don't retaliate. Don't reiterate 290s history. Okay. The if boys. Commanders are a bad football team. Momo, get it right. This season they are. I agree with you. They're a bad football team. This way, Momo Washington is eating Cheetos just like we are. You might be right, but we don't boys. We'll be back next year whooping that ass. Because end of the day, Cowboy content creators and Philadelphia content creators and Washington content creators are going to be pumping their fan base up and telling this and that. I keep it a buck over here. My team is bad. Dan Quinn, I'm advocating for him to leave. Offensive coordinator, he's okay. He's offensive coordinator. Oh my God, it's bad. He's just bad. And I'm always going to say that. Washington football team needs a new head coach. I believe they need a new offensive coordinator because offensive coordinator this year was still doing the same damn ass plays from last year. If you're going to still put the same type of plays you've been doing for last year, and teams are going back trying to stop Jaden Daniels, and you doing the same predictable plays you've been doing, then you bring Debo in, you still doing the same predictable plays, quick screen. or screen, reverse, misdirection to Debo. What? There's no continuity in that. There's no um new, nothing innovative. It's the same plays. Commanders are becoming a great football team. Pay attention to the movements. They are passing the Cowboys. You sleeping? Okay, 3 or 4 markers, if not for the 49ers championship. Here we go. I don't refute the history. Leave where it is in the past. So I mean, that's a guy on Mark Holmes' channel, which I like. I like Wade. He's on Game Time channel. Um, Wade loves to recount history, and sometimes when I hear Wade talk, it's like a typical Cowboy fan. I was a kid when it was. I never, as an adult, I never seen my team win the Super Bowl. When you constantly got to go back and recount history and how many Super Bowls you won in the past, you already lost. You already lost. You can't recount history for what they did 30 some odd seasons ago and think it was happen. When they made that trade, they got those guys in this season. All I heard is that, yeah, it's all over again. It's 1993, 95 again. No, 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 no. So that's what older Cowboy fans believe, is that they keep bringing back the past. We have to concentrate on the future, Cowboy fans. You just can't think that because bringing up Super Bowl championships and throwing Philadelphia left, they the one, no offense, they the one who won the Super Bowls. Sorry to say that. They won Super Bowl. I mean, you keep bringing up old history, and it's like that old saying. It's it's what have you done for me lately? Momo, that's all they have left is what happened in the 20s, and they don't realize we are 26 years into a new century. I know. So Momo, Mark said Cowboys are going to win the championship next year after the draft. Mark says a lot of things. Mark Holmes is Mark got people drinking the juice. He got a young lady out there. She talks like Kiki talks like a football fan, but she doesn't talk like she talks as a fan. You could be a fan, but common sense got to come about your team. If your team is the same team for 30 plus seasons, and then you constantly act like, hey, our team is better, but you're not looking at the facts, and you don't know what a rebuild is when you get rid of players. And check this out. And you don't look at the team when players leave and they go to other teams and they flourish. Are you wondering why that is? Because teams don't want to players don't want to play for the Cowboys like that, because they do better outside of Cowboys. Out in that, they flourish. Look at the facts. Look at all the players who left the Cowboys. For the most part, they have done better. I'm just saying. Momo, that's all they have left. For slow Cowboy fans that a century is 100 years old, far home don't know crack. All right, I get it. Momo, Cowboy fans already saying they're going to win the Super Bowl. I know they say that every year. Next season for them, you can as a fan, you can say you could win a Super Bowl, but you have to be you have to use cautions and common sense, because Eberflus, I'm going to tell you, I'll be shocked Let me say this again. I'll be shocked if he's fired. I'll be shocked. He ain't going nowhere. Jerry is not firing this man. Cowboy fans and content creators, they on. That's have y'all noticed the difference? Or have you ever noticed about Jerry Jones, Cowboy Nation? Have you noticed about Jerry Jones? Jerry does the opposite of what the fans want. Let's think about that. Jerry does the opposite, for the most part, what the fans want. He doesn't care about the fans. All he is care about how much money, how many ticket sales he got, how many jerseys you selling, how much money is this stadium is packing this stadium. So the fans, y'all could talk to y'all blue in the face. He's not going to listen to not one of you. Not one of you. And for anybody to believe that Everflus is going to get fired, I got some land. I got some swamp land in Arizona I want to sell you. Right now, I got the land right now. I'll sell it to you. If you believe that Everflus is going to be fired, I don't believe it. I see it when I believe it. Okay, let's get back to the comment. Mark Holmes said Dax like that. Sorry, Cowboy fans. It wasn't there. No effect on me. No emotion response to what you did when most of us were not here. The cheerleaders from the era are now collecting Social Security facts because us Cowboys will be flying high next year with a few touch-ups to our defense. Your defense need more than a touch-up. You need more than a touch-up. You need a new canvas, new paintings, new. You need a new artist to draw. You need an artist that could draw so well. It'll pay the AI pictures. Y'all need AI players right now, and none of them. That's what y'all need. I know honestly others have said that we're going to Super Bowl, but not me. I'm a realist. I may joke a bit, but never say Super Bowl winner every year. Hey, Dallas fans, your quarterback is 10-13 in the past 2 years. What are you going to do about that? Dak couldn't get to the championship game with 86 Bears defense. Wow. I agree with that. AI makes it. Y'all making me laugh. Y'all haven't hit the like button like that. I just want to ask Cowboy fans if Everflus in 2 weeks after the season is over, he is not fired. What then? What then, Cowboys? Because I don't see him firing him. I feel I see him regrouping and say, hey, you got to be this what him explaining to him. Hey, this what wrong. I thought when I had Michael Parsons, I was leaning towards that, and he has probably stated that to him several times, and I believe in 2 years, Schottenheimer will be fired as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Because like I told Mark, told every Cowboy fan there, now continue to tell every Cowboy fan there. You can't not keep doing rah-rah speeches to players. If you can't this is not high school, this is not elementary, junior high, this ain't college. When you in the pros, players gotta want to get up. If you got some players need an extra push now and then, but the team don't need that. So when I hear him doing these great speeches, he do these great speeches. So McCarthy, if you got a player up there gonna need a little extra every game he need to be fired up. Once you go to semi-pro, because that's not how that is in the NFL. You got to be ready to play every game and put your best forward. Put the effort in it. I'm just saying, bro. I'm stating facts, not telling jokes. Momo, look it up. I understand that. Momo, the day the Cowboys win the Super Bowl is the day you might have to kiss the ring. I don't kiss no ring. I don't kiss nobody's ass and nobody like that. That's for those. That's for Jesse to kiss the ring because every time he's on any Cowboy station, he doesn't say nothing. He don't talk about the Giants. They ask him about the Giants. How you doing, Jesse, and all like that. I'm the loudmouth African American male who up there talk about my Washington team, how I feel about my Washington team, and stuff like that. I say what I say, and I stir the pot and mark because a lot of times nobody's talking. They talking about dumb shit on it, and I try to stir the pot. I'm trying to get a conversation going. I'm trying to get them riled up. I'm trying to get them to come at me. I'm trying to troll them. I'm trying to get them to talk. They sitting there talking about dollars and the weather and sports. Sometimes I do that too. I'll talk about that. I call some miscellaneous shit because just to piss Mark off. Mark know what I do. I do that shit on purpose. Momo deep down, Jesse's a Cowboy fan. Momo that day, okay, like that. Jesse, if Cowboys defender, you think he was a Cowboy fan, always defending them. That dude is good. I won't call Jesse. Jesse's a good guy. Jesse's a good guy, but I just believe you're a Giants fan. You need to talk more about your Giants in there. I'm just saying, if you don't, I just don't believe that Cowboy fans. I just believe in the offseason, all this money Washington gonna have, we're gonna tear it up. And Dan Quinn doesn't do the right thing, he gets some older players again. He won't be in Washington very long. He has to get the right players for the right players in the right position. Stop having these small linebackers in there, or I just don't want to see it. But NFL has changed because now everybody try to be skinny, try to get skinny, and all this other stuff. Wide receivers are smaller; they can't take a good lick because they're always hurting. This and the NFL until the Players Association change, there'll be even more devastating injuries because if your body ain't used to getting hit, you're always going to have injuries. That's why it's so devastating. I'm just telling you the truth. Jesse is my bro, even though he's a Giants fan. Trust he a big. I understand he's a big Giant fan, but he should tell if you on somebody's channel, don't suck up to the host and talk about the Cowboys all the damn time. I don't talk. I ask questions. I say I'm gonna ask questions about the Cowboys, and I'm like that. I stir the fucking pot. I'm gonna continue to stir the damn pot with Mark. They can get mad. I don't care if Mark get mad. Now, let me say something about Eagle Drew. I like Eagle Drew. He's cool. He do what he got to do, but he tried to get on me and try to be sophisticated and start being this intelligent talk. I get that because he don't. But I would say Eagle Drew has an issue with. I have an issue with him sometimes when he go on a certain channel and laugh at me like I'm a some damn squatter or I'm Mark's Millions, I'm his coach Jester, like I'm goofy as hell. Nah, I have a problem with that. Drew, you know where if you hear this, hit me up. You know where I'm. You got the number. Momo. Even Mark had to bend his knee when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and just once but twice with Nick Foles and Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he did. Momo, I think you were wrong about Everflus. He will be gone after this week, and he should have already been gone in week 2 he when he played the Giants. I'm telling y'all guys, he's not going anywhere. All and yeah, Cowboy fans. When has Jerry Jones gave any Cowboy fan what they want? Please tell me. I'll wait. Dun, 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 dun. I'm back. Momo, what if Cowboys trade Dak for Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson ain't leaving on the Baltimore Ravens. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay. You all, when Parsons left, that screwed Everflus up because he was expecting him to be there to put pressure on the quarterback, and he knew the DBs wasn't good. So here's the problem: Diggs and Bland are two gamblers. They can't play. They can't because they overcompensate trying to jump the routes and do all this and get interception. That's what they do. So you got two guys on corners who gamblers, who wants to jump the route, who doesn't do man for man cover that well, who gets burned a lot. What you got? You got two bad corners who gambles. So that's a mission of disaster. I know Diggs didn't play much this year because Parsons, he was upset. Parsons gets traded and all this like that. Mark said Parsons was the next Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, that's what I don't get about Cowboy fans. When a player you leave, they get I'm glad they're gone. I'm glad they're gone, but they really miss him. Yeah, I miss Parsons this year. I really did. We're going to get Brian Flores and see what I'm telling you. First of all, no, you're not. Flores is going to sit. Either Flores is going to sit in Minnesota, or he's going to be the next head coach somewhere else. Y'all not getting him. Y'all can't afford him because Jerry doesn't pay. Jerry doesn't play. So I just want to. So guys, I've been on here for a little bit. I don't want to much. I think he's going to do his little thing. I'm going to be up there hollering at Mark. I just came up here and say, how you doing? And y'all be good. I'm going to end this by saying Washington will be back. And Jaden Daniels is him.